Hey guys, how are you? I trust you're doing fantastic. I am doing well. It's been a while since I shared anything regarding what I want to talk about today. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Duncan Ronyo. I am a content creator. I am passionate about mental health, and that is the reason why I want to speak about it right now. In 2020, I started a show. It was called In the Loo with Duncan Ronyo. You can check it out on my YouTube channel. I wasn't able to do much with it because of different reasons here and there. But I've always had that bug to still speak about mental health. And I speak about mental health not because I am an expert about it, but because I have gone through a few things here and there. I'm a co-founder of an organization called Amazing Minds Africa. We deal with mental health promotion in campuses. And I picked in my work with the organization in Kenyatta University, in Daystar, in UON, in Chuka University. I picked a few things here and there, that informed our programs and how we spoke to people. And they helped me a lot. I feel like I want to share with you. So without further ado, welcome to this series. It's a mini series. It's called Take Your Power Back. Life is going to challenge you. Life is going to take, there are moments where you're going to feel like you're powerless. You're going to feel hopeless. Utafeel mazeni kama haujiwezi anymore. Like ile kitu ulikuwa umeshikilia hivi imekutoka. Those things can be brought by loss of a job, loss of a loved one. Time you unapata, possibly whatever you're earning is not enough. Lack of a job actually, even that as well. Going to look for a job for an interview and then you get rejected. Actors, you know what I mean. When you send audition tapes and, no one gets back to you. And I'm sure potentially it's the same for all out on like those of you who look for jobs like office jobs. Ours is just doing audition self-tips like this and then sending to casting directors. Alafu number, yeah, sorry, we can't work with you now, but keep trying. All these things take away your power because you believe that you deserve what you're applying for. You believe no one applies for a job hoping they're going to fail. You apply for a job hoping that you're going to get it. And when that does not happen, then it crushes you. It takes away your power. It takes away some element of esteem, some element of prestige that you have within you, and it crushes you. So it's not a question of if, it's a question of when life knocks you down, because it's going to happen. How then do you get up? How do you get back up? And this mini-series is about just taking back your power because of different things that happen to us. First and foremost, I want to speak about mental health and how I understand it. Mental health can be defined as a state of well-being in which an individual, you and I, you can be able to realize your full potential. That's one. Number two, you can be able to cope with normal life stresses. Number three, you can be productive. And number four, you and I can make a positive contribution to our community. It's the simplest way of knowing how is my mental health. My understanding of mental health is not very different from physical health. Here's what I mean. I'm going to give examples using myself and Eliud Kipchoge. Let's take Kipchoge. Eliud Kipchoge, a marathoner, world-breaking marathoner, the GOAT of all time. Do you know how good you have to be such that an entire company like Isuzu decide we're going to come up with a limited edition? Yo, man, like, shout out to you, Eliud Kipchoge, and thank you for inspiring many of us, yeah? When he's on the track, when he's running for any race, of course he prepares a lot. He'll go for practice day in, day out, running here and there, just trying to think, oh man, how do I feel? How is my breathing? Am I able to hold in enough air, enough oxygen to be able to run, to be able to sprint, to be, during the marathon? Am I able to do all these things? He's going to do that. He's going to have trainers. He's going to have people who set the pace. You remember the Ineos challenge? He had the people who were in front of him who are setting the pace. He's going to have all these people when training for a race. When all that is done, then he's well prepared. He's well prepared for the race. He gets on the track and the gun goes off and he takes off. Along the way, he gets a muscle pull. What does that mean? It means he will, depending on how intense the muscle pull is, he'll either stop or he's still going to continue running. but rest assured he will not perform at 100%. Hata ipea 100%, not because he doesn't want to, but his body juu umepata muscle labda mguu ya right ama ya left, haizi kimbia venye angekimbia kama angekuwa na muscle pull. Kama mkurugenzi, shikilia hapo, sawa? Hadi Kipchoge tumefika wapi? Kwa muscle pull, sawa? Na tumeona akipata hiyo muscle pull, he can't run at 100, haizi operate at 100%, okay? Now let's switch to me. Duncan Ronyo, an actor. I've been called in to go and shoot something. I'm an actor, nimepewa brief, this is script, this is who you are, this is your character, you're a border rider, you're angry at your grandmother, mnaishi na yeye, kuna vitu kadhaa anakata kufanya, anakata kukunywa dawa, ameamua kama mbaya, and you're very passionate about her. You've prepared, you've gotten yourself into that space mentally. Actors, you know how much effort it takes to be in that moment. Mnapiga show ya kwanza, the first scene, and then director is happy, print 20, or print means that it's good, we can print it, we can move on to the next scene. So you've done that, and then I step outside. My preparation for this is, the script is doing research, is, you know, potentially watching other movies, other actors deliver such scenes. That is exactly what I'm going to do, yeah? So that's my preparation. I am well prepared. I have my lines, I have the delivery, nimefanya tizi hard in actors. I step out of the scene. In my case, regarding this preparation, it's more of the mental than the physical, because I'm not running, I'm not, a bit of physical, but not entirely as Kipchoge. I step out, we're done with the scene, I decide to look at my phone. I look at my phone and I get a message from my daughter's school, and it says, your daughter has a fever. She's 5 years old. When I get that message, everyone knows, anyone who has a child, or if you've dealt with children, you know what fevers mean. All of a sudden, this thing is eating into my brain. I am stressed. It's a setback that has been introduced. Haikuwa, nilikuwa sawa, but then this one has been introduced. When that happens, going into the next scene, hadi director atashindwa, Muronyo, you are doing perfectly okay. What's happening? Clear here, sawa? Thing is, I can still perform, just like Kipchoge can still perform, but I won't give it 100% because I am more, in the back of my mind, I am more worried. Oh my goodness, oh boy, what will happen after this? I can't wait to get done with this so that I can go home. I just need to be there. Human instinct, I just want to be there. I will perform, but not at 100%. Because a stressor has been introduced in my life. There are two stressors. They might be different for Eliud and I, for Kipchoge and I. They're very different, but they are stressors. That's the bottom line. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what mental health is about. It's you finding yourself in, it's being in a space where you can operate at optimal levels. Whatever task you've been given, you have a deadline that you need to deliver. You have books that you need to balance. Sorry, you have a paper that you need to finish. You have content that you need to create. You have, in a day you need to concentrate. You need to be chap ndio uchukue wateja kama wewe ni msoko kubeba na kaba ma bolt. Whatever it is, you need to be operating at 100%. But you can't do it if there are things that are stressing your brain and your mind, and you keep thinking about those things. Ladies and gentlemen, in simple terms, mental health is not complicated. And for as long as you're living on this God-given earth, it's not a question of if, it's a question of when. When setbacks come into your life, whatever kind of setback, whatever kind, whether it's loss of a job, loss of a loved one, whatever it is, it's a stress that has been introduced to you. And there are many things that can take away our power, that you feel that you can't be able to operate at such. Those are just two examples. I would love to know. Please share with me in the comment section things that can take away your power, and also tell me if it makes sense what I've just said, like in terms of my understanding of mental health. Yeah. So that's it for the first episode. I hope you've learned something. Please come back for episode 2. Yeah, karibu sana. Let's learn together. Let's share. Please share with me what do you think about my understanding of mental health. What do you understand by mental health? And does it make sense? Yeah. All right. Don't forget, take your power back. All right. Hashtag take your power back.